Music is a huge part of our entertainment and our everyday lives. Whether it's obvious or not, there's usually some form of music involved in just about every piece of media that we take in. So naturally, there are plenty of anime that also revolve around music and musicians. But have any anime gotten musicians right? I would say no, until now. This is why Bocchi the Rock is the only anime to get musicians right. Hitori is an incredibly socially anxious person. She sees a band on TV and decides that's what she's gonna do. She's going to learn guitar, join a band, and that is what's going to allow her to finally be seen by people. It may seem shallow to some, but especially from a young age, that's very in line with why some people would start working towards being in entertainment, to be seen when they don't think they have a chance to be. She spends 3 years learning guitar, and as she enters high school, begins her journey to joining a band. After 3 years of learning and recording covers, uploading them online, and gaining a bit of a following, she fully has transitioned to being a bedroom guitarist. She has her own little studio space in this closet with her very own Scarlett 2i2 interface. Anybody that does anything with audio has probably started with that same Scarlett interface. And that's the most real shit of all, man. And now, as she enters high school, she's ready for the real thing, to become a member of a band. Not knowing how to really start a conversation, she goes ahead and starts bringing her guitar to school in the hopes that someone might come up and talk to her and possibly offer for her to be in a band or say that they know someone. And then she realizes the most unfortunate reality. No one cares. Then after school one day in a park with her guitar, Hitori then meets Nijika, a drummer, who introduces her to Ryo, her bass player. Two girls who are starting a band, and they need a guitar player because their guitar player / singer ran off on them randomly and they have no idea why. Oh, and of course, they're also playing a gig later that day and they need her to fill in. Also very real. She gets together with them and they go ahead and practice a little bit before the show, and then she learns another important lesson that every musician has to learn at some point. You can be the best bedroom guitarist ever, but playing with a band and other people is a bit of a different skill. Really, everything leading to the first gig, with anime ridiculousness aside, is pretty true to things that the majority of musicians will go through. A lot of music anime I've seen, they either are already the point where they're established, or are thrown into a situation where they need them to start learning guitar on the spot, which that is absolutely ridiculous, by the way. That doesn't happen. They'd make them play bass. The show also touches on things like pre-sale tickets, planning about merch and band pictures before even writing a song, as well as more serious things like artistic integrity. Now, it is an anime, so they can't always get everything right. I mean, there hasn't been a member that's too drunk to play, the drummer isn't in 7 bands, and they haven't done the thing where after a set that you hope someone attractive is about to come up and talk to you, but instead it's just somebody else in a different band who wants to talk to you about all of your gear. I tried to get some information about the creator, Hamaji Aki, but all I could really find that was immediately available was their translated Twitter bio, which they said that they love bands, which makes a lot of sense seeing as how really accurate everything is about the musicians. Well, the main point of this video was to talk about that accuracy. I wanted to also just mention it's a really good anime. It's feel good, the characters are likable, and it's honestly pretty funny. The main characters struggle with their social anxiety, and what they're doing to overcome it is very well done as well. I thought a lot of the visual gags and jokes that they did actually landed pretty well. They do a lot of them when she starts having kind of some trouble with her anxiety, and then also goes into kind of these daydreams of all of the things that could go wrong, or her reaction thinking of what people might think when she does or says something. It is airing at a time where it has some pretty insane competition like Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family, and Bleach, and a bunch of other anime like that. None of those are in the same genre, but those are still very big names to be airing against. So if someone likes all kinds of anime, it's going to be kind of hard to try a new one when you have some of those other ones that are very exciting to be watching each week. It really is the pleasant surprise of the fall 2022 anime season to me. If everything I've talked about sounds interesting, it is on Crunchyroll if you wanted to go check it out as well. Being from a music background myself, I'm very interested to see where Bocchi the Rock goes, and hopefully we can get to see some more of it after this season. Well, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.